Get ready. Get set. It's time for the Basement View. Hey, good evening. It is me. It's Friday. Man, Friday. It's crazy. Glad to be here. Glad to get this week out of the way. Wow. I gotta tell you, this week has been a doozy. An absolute doozy. I started to come on here and show some cartoons. You know, put on some Bugs Bunny or some shit, maybe some Scooby Doo. That's what I started to do. Anyhow, I figured the copyright police might get me, so I didn't do that. Man, I got away from any news this week. Didn't want to see much of nothing after what went down, but you know, that's the way it go. So I ventured on out there and turned on the TV. I figured, well, what I'll do is I check some shit out locally. I just look at what's been going on here in the Chicago metropolitan area. Just thought I'd check it out just for the hell of it. And pure niggatry. Pure niggatry. Black folks, what's wrong? What is wrong? My goodness, what is the matter? Man, how long can this stuff go on? So I wasn't actually gonna grab any clips, but from the stuff I saw, I said, well, Jeff, you're gonna have to show this, because this is just an illustration of what craziness we're going to have to try and correct as black people. We need to start putting some corrections in. We really need to start putting in some corrections on our kind. You got to look in your own house. Look in your own house and get your folks together. Because our folks ain't together worth a damn. That's real talk. Our folks is out here fucking shit up. So, it's Friday. Don't know how long I'm going to be on here today. I'm going to show a couple of these clips right quick. And this is so disappointing to look at. I just got to wonder, where in the hell did this come from? Where did this come from? It's crazy. This stuff is crazy. So I'm going to play this clip right quick, and you tell me what you think.
Our new details tonight in the murder of a Chicago police officer.
The 23-year-old is now facing charges in connection with the deadly shooting. Tia Ewing has been following this story. She joins us now live with the latest. Tia.
Well, Don and Scott, we actually just got his mugshot, and it's very interesting. We'll show it to you here shortly, but let's talk about what we've learned. 23-year-old Darren McMillan was already a convicted felon, and now he's facing 6 felony counts. One, obviously, for attempted murder of the officer that he dragged when he tried to get away from the scene. He's also facing first-degree murder charges for the killing of 26-year-old Chicago police officer Enrique Martinez. And let's show you that mugshot that I was just talking about. We just learned yesterday of McMillan's long criminal history. The 23-year-old has been arrested for unlawful possession of a weapon and has a pending case out of Will County for possessing and manufacturing cannabis. Months ago, he tried cheating on his drug test on October 16th. That's when he was placed on an electronic monitoring, and an ankle monitor was put on out of Will County. McMillan was the passenger in the stopped car Monday night in the 8000 block of South Ingleside. When Officer Enrique Martinez and his partner approached the car, McMillan was reaching into a bag, and that's when the suspect pulled out a gun modified with a switch on it, able to fire off multiple rounds in just seconds.
After noticing McMillan in the front passenger seat reaching for a bag on the floor of the vehicle, Officer Martinez and his partner gave verbal direction for McMillan to stop reaching. At this point, McMillan produced a fully automatic handgun equipped with a machine gun conversion device and an extended magazine, and fired in the direction of Officer Martinez, fatally striking him. The driver of the vehicle was also fatally struck multiple times by McMillan's gunfire. The weapon was recovered inside the vehicle.
Martinez was driven to the hospital by his fellow officers, but sadly died. McMillan pushed the driver of the car he was in out of the driver's seat, and that's when he dragged that officer. That officer discharged one bullet into the ground. He was injured, but we are told he will be okay. As for McMillan, he then took off on foot. He then broke into a woman's house and removed his ankle monitor. He cut it off with a knife. He was quickly caught just a few blocks away, and there was a third suspect inside of that vehicle when all of this happened. That person was in the rear seat of the vehicle. I am told that that person was released without any charges. The Chicago Police Department saying that that person had nothing to do with the officer's death.
What's going on, James? Now, hey, here's a 23-year-old running around the streets of Chicago. Now, that's Chicago. Got a Glock switch on the Glock. They out riding around. 3 of them in the car. Cops pull them over. Of course the cops going to pull you over. Hey, what's up, Charles? Of course the cops are going to pull you over. Y'all riding around like y'all do. And you did something to get the cops' attention. If he got an ankle monitor on, you know, they may actually see that it's you, and you probably doing something you ain't supposed to be doing anyway. So, but the dude got a Glock with a switch on it and kills his partner shooting at the police. Now you shooting the driver that's driving you around. Now this is what I missed while I was off, disconnected. He pulls out a gun and shoots his partner. And the police push his partner out the car, try to take off in the car, drag another cop, and then remember, I guess, at some point, oh, shit, I got an ankle bracelet on. They can see everywhere I'm going. Come on, black folks. Who is this guy's relatives? That's what I want to talk to. This guy got some relatives somewhere. Who is his relatives? Y'all, we got to stop this. Come on, y'all. This guy got to have relatives somewhere. Get a hold to your people. You know? We out here just doing crazy. Yes, that's crazy as hell. Pure niggatry. Niggatry. I mean, you know, could you imagine being the dude in the back seat? Now, the guy in the back seat apparently just happened to be one of the fellas sitting in the back seat of the car with these fools in it. I don't know why they picked this clown up, how he ended up with them. I don't know. They all boys and hang together all the time, or what? You know, the cops let the guy in the back seat go. And apparently he didn't have nothing. The driver dead. These people might be the same way. God damn, man. You had to go and say some shit that could be true. Damn. I didn't think of that. This people might, hell, he might be representative of his people, huh? I didn't think of that, bruh. Damn. That's a scary ass thought. Damn. You might be right. It is Chicago. Wow. Wow, man. You know, if it's that bad, god damn. Man, in Chicago, I used to like going to Chicago. You know, I used to like going over there. Man, I remember this one time I went over there around Christmas one year. Me and a real good friend of mine went over there and damn near froze our ass off. That's all I'm going to say about that. But, man, if it's people like that, man. Well, let's come to Gary. Let's look at what went on in Gary. Wow. You know, I've been off the airwaves and off TV and everything because it's not only going on in Chicago. There's real niggatry going on in Gary, Indiana. Let's have a peek.
Facing charges tonight, accused of killing a 2-year-old child in Gary. According to court documents, Ricky Larkin told police the boy became unresponsive after being left alone in a bathtub. And investigators say the boy had been beaten to death. This happened Monday in the 300 block of Arthur Street. Court documents reveal Larkin is not the boy's father, and his mother had been at the hospital because of a drug overdose the day before the boy's death. Larkin allegedly admitted to being high on drugs. He remains in custody.
Y'all don't care about.
Nah. That was not the baby's father. That was not the baby's father. And apparently he was in charge of the baby because the mama went to the hospital of a drug overdose. 2-year-old baby. What we doing, people? What we doing? This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Blacks have just gotten completely out of hand. Completely out of hand. You know, I don't know how you can fix this. Nobody seemed to be trying to fix it. You know, we used to have civil rights leaders and organizations like the Black Panthers that reined in our young black people and had them out there doing good stuff. But we got no civil rights leaders anymore. Got none of those organizations that can, I guess can't nobody shame these folks into doing the right thing. You know, the Black Panthers used to set up all kinds of things like meals and doctor's visits and all kind of stuff like that, and learning activities and stuff like that. You know, Black Panthers was and that's why they were a threat, you know, to white America, because they were actually advancing black America, you know. But we kind of need some stuff like that again, you know. No, we don't care. Apparently, we just don't care. And the question is, the ones that are just absolutely running amok don't seem to have anything that they care about. You know, I mean, what are you thinking if you're running around with a Glock with a switch on it, killing police, killing your partner? You know? What do you think about when you sitting in the house, you apparently keeping a 2-year-old and you beat the 2-year-old to death? What you high off of that will have you do that? The love is gone, brother. You know, you might be right, James. You know, where's the love? Ain't no love out there. That's for damn sure. Ain't no love. You know? But, you know, something gonna have to give, you know? Something's gonna have to give. Because, you know, too many people getting high. You know what? I don't think, you know, I've never known getting high to make you do crazy shit unless it was that angel dust they was talking about. You know, back in the day, you know, they had angel dust and crack. You know, I assume they still doing maybe they doing angel dust and crack and you know, but stuff like weed and even heroin. Heroin even had you sitting over in a corner somewhere. Weed got you somewhere assaulting a bag of potato chips or something. You know, you ain't assaulting nobody high off weed. You know. Hell, maybe they have some different shit. You know, there is a lot of stuff these folks get high off of, you know, now that I think about it. And it's all dangerous shit. You know, they get high off that shit they buy in the gas station. You know, if you're buying some shit in a gas station, you know good and damn well it ain't no good for you. It's just some shit China sent over here to kill you. So maybe the stuff that they getting high off of it's some bad shit. But damn, you know, this is a lot of crazy shit going on in our communities, and we really need to try and figure out something, because this race cannot survive this way. You know, you can't kill your way into existence. You can't kill your way into existence. You can only kill your way into extinction. I don't get it. Somebody give me some answers, because I don't got any. Anyway, I'm going to move on to something else I saw in Chicago that got beyond me before the election. This went under my radar. This was the funniest shit I could have ever seen. If this don't choke you up, you will never be choked up. Figure out how to be safe and survive. Well, yeah. That puts me in the mind. I told you. Now, who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody the other day. Who was I talking to? Man, can't remember. Getting old. Anybody remember a movie called The Omega Man? Charlton Heston was the Omega Man. Last man on earth. Wasn't nothing but a bunch of goddamn zombies running around trying to get him. Had a nice pad. You remember that movie, man, James? Yeah. Hey, that's what you got to be today, the Omega Man. Goddamn zombies everywhere and shit, trying to get you. I think that's what I'm gonna have to go back and look at that movie and see if I can check out some of his methods and shit for beefing up the compound. Okay? That was the shit. That's what you got to be today, the Omega Man. Shit. I wonder who I was telling somebody about that. But, yeah. I'm going to have to dig that up and see if I can check out some of the things he did to beef up the compound. And I think during the movie, if I'm not mistaken, during the movie, he messed around and found a chick, too. Didn't he? Didn't he find a woman? And hell, if you can find your goddamn cave to go in and find a woman to drag in there with you, shit, call it good. say fuck it, we just stay in the damn cave. So, anyway, but I gotta show y'all this. This had me rolling. Charles, you never saw that movie? Look that movie up. Charlton Heston as the Omega Man. Gotta look that up, man. That funny how if you look at that movie, now I can't remember it exactly, but something is telling me that movie will apply so much to today. I'm gonna go back and rewatch it, and I got a feeling that movie's gonna be on point with what's going on today. Because I'm telling you, you're surrounded by zombies, y'all. When you go out there on the streets, don't let one of them zombies bite you. You're going to turn into a fucking idiot. So, hey, gotta be careful. But look, let me play this for y'all. Watch this shit and get a laugh. Because I got to laugh. I wish I had saw this before the election, but I didn't. Look at this shit.
Constitution at all. Y'all don't care about it at all. The city of Chicago is the most corrupt city on the planet, and it's run by a Democratic machine. And you guys have been doing this for decades. You guys have been taking our generational wealth. The blacks helping as well. And it's going to stop because Trump is getting in office. And the first thing that's going to happen is the Department of Justice is going to come here. You don't know how to govern. You don't.
So I want every gang member Every gang member, no matter what you want, the folk, fight floor, whatever, etc. I want y'all to line them poles up. We flipping red.
I'm telling you, Brandon Johnson, from my heart to yours, Trump 2024. No more blue, no matter who. Donald J. Trump. Trump 2024. He gonna stop the bleeding. He gonna deal with this sanctuary city, and he gonna help us get you out, and he gonna get you anybody out who roll with you, who think they gonna tear up Chicago. Y'all getting out too.
Self-preservation is the first law of nature. You focus on you, but I'm going red on my way to Freedom Land. God has given every black person everything you need. All you have to do is use what God has given you. If you don't use what you got to get what you want, you don't need what you got. Right now, what I have is my vote to go red! To go red!
Thank you very much for your comments.
And some of the puerile behavior, the petulance that exists, look, I get it. That puts on a show for you all, quite frankly. The vast majority of people that I run into all over the city, do you know what never comes up? Man, Mayor Johnson, how about that last city council meeting? No one ever brings it up. They don't. They don't talk and say, wow, Mayor Johnson, did you read that last tweet? You know what they ask? Hey, Mayor Johnson, do we have an opportunity to do more of what we're doing? How do we respond and show up for the people of Chicago? That's what I'm doing.
All right. Did you see that shit? Did y'all see that shit? Ah, my people. My people. I'm gonna go red all the way to freedom. Right to those pearly gates. Boy, I tell you. Our people, y'all. Oh, by the way, Charles, that was the Omega Man, like the Greek letter Omega. Okay. But anyway, our peeps is something else. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Before I get out of here, because I'm coming up on a half an hour here. It's funny how half an hour pops up real quick. Doggone. Anyway, I also took the liberty to go out and, Judas Crowd. I took the liberty to go out and check to see what I was curious about what's going on Twitter or X. It just dawned on me. I don't have an X account, so I had to go on other people's stuff and look to see what I could see was popping up on their stuff. And true enough, it's already begun. I'm going to show a few of these tweets. Now, this stuff gets interesting. Let's check it out. That's all right, Lisa. Hey, how y'all doing? Glad you could make it. But look at these tweets that's going on out there on X right now. Your body, my choice, forever. Women threatening sex strikes, like laughing my ass off, as if you have a say. I'm just a girl standing in front of the world asking for a president who isn't a rapist. Request denied. So I'm supposed to go to work and do my job tomorrow as if half the country didn't just vote to give me less rights than men. And you also have to make me a sandwich. And this one was addressed to blacks in general. I'll let you all read that. So, it has begun. It has begun. Yes. Yes, Carmen, those were actual tweets. Those were real, actual tweets on Twitter or X. Well, as was said before, this hell of a 4 years may not only be 4 years, because the general consensus is the first couple of years is going to be designed to strip all of that out, gut it all. Well, I'm sure there's going to be death threats and death attempts. There's already been death attempts, you know. And who knows, who knows what chaos may show up in the next year, who knows. All I can say is put your head on a swivel and get small. Make yourself small and put your head on a swivel, because you walk amongst zombies. That's the only way I can say it. Or should I say, we walk amongst zombies. And unfortunately, for those of my persuasion, so many of those zombies also are of my persuasion. So, there you have it. I did not want to be grim today, but I just turned the TV on today to just try and see if I saw anything that was uplifting and shit. And damn, if it wasn't awful shit going on, while I was watching awful shit earlier in the week. While I was watching awful shit, there was awful shit going on right around me. Whoa, shit. I need a vacation. So, and I'm going to get one here pretty soon, too. Anyway, I think I've been on here long enough tonight. It's Friday, November 8th. Man, this year is going by. November 8th. Well, anyway, I do appreciate you all the coming out and listening to me. Oh, it's coming out. At least tuning in wherever you happen to be. Thanksgiving is around the corner. Yep. Thanksgiving is around the corner. Man, I'm going to have to go and mooch me a meal somewhere. I'm going to have to go mooch me a meal somewhere, neighbor. Anyway. You all be safe and be careful. Watch your surroundings. And, oh, I'm invited. Don't be surprised. I may call you up and say, hey, I'm going to get some tickets. But anyway, y'all have a great weekend. Next week is when I'm going to start some uplifting shit. And the Project 2025 shit too. But not only that, but I'm going to put together some uplifting shit for a change too. So some good stuff. All right? All right. So I will see you guys Monday, 7 p.m. Take it easy.